What's up you guys, Training Paul here. What do you think is the most commonly trained muscle group? It has to be the abdominal muscles. Even people who don't train regularly often do crunches or other ab exercises because they want either just a flat stomach or a six-pack under their shirts. However, because of this grand scale, there are a lot of misconceptions and so many people have the wrong idea how to achieve their goals. So in this video I'm gonna tell you about the most prevailing mistake I've seen people do regarding abs training.
Let me start by saying that there are two aspects of getting a really good looking abs. First, you need a low body fat level to be able to see the muscles. And secondly, there has to be something to see, so you need to build those muscles. Now, the problem is that people tend to merge them and they try to achieve both goals at the same time. Unfortunately, that's not the best idea. Let's first examine the fat loss aspect. To clarify the very common misconception, you cannot burn fat just from your belly, and certainly not by doing sit-ups. Your body doesn't work that way. All you can do is lower your overall body fat level. This is especially important for a six-pack, because those muscles are small and can be easily covered by the fat tissue. Some people will say, hey, but I don't have much fat anywhere else, just on my belly. This is an individual feature of your body that is decided by genetics. Some people just store the fat reserves mostly in abdominal areas and you can do nothing about it. What you can do is, again, lower your overall body fat percentage. How to do that? I don't want to get into details too much here, but generally speaking you need to maintain a caloric deficit. This is done by eating less calories, doing lots of cardio workouts, or essentially both. The second aspect of getting a great abs is building those muscles. Here, I've seen a lot of people, even somewhat experienced, make the mistake of doing too easy exercises. Building ab muscles should be approached in the same way as building any other ones. Doing endless sit-ups or plank holds won't make those muscles grow, you'll just get more endurance. This kind of training is not meeting any requirements of those two aspects that I talked about in the beginning. You're not losing fat, because sit-up or crunch is an isolation exercise and doesn't burn many calories. They're also not building much muscle, because doing high reps is good for muscular endurance, not building muscle. Now that we know what are the mistakes, how do we correct them? You must approach this process just as a typical hypertrophy training. That means doing exercises that you are able to do only 6 to 12 reps maximum. I'm a big fan of knee and leg raises, so I'm gonna talk about them. As you need to find the exercise that is difficult enough for you, here's a couple of my favorites to choose from. Before we do that though, I'd like to quickly inform you that I updated my Patreon profile and added 2 pledge tiers to allow you to be a part of the channel and the videos I make. A $5 pledge will get you a mention in the credits of the videos. A $100 gets you a shoutout as a sponsor of the video. Check out my Patreon page for more details. Now, let's get back to the main topic of this video. Knee raises can be done on a pull-up bar or dip bars. Doing the full range of motion can be difficult at the beginning, so raising your knees to hips level can be considered as easier variation of the exercise. However, if it's too easy and you can't do more than 12, you can put on some ankle weights to make the knee raises more challenging. Leg raises are the natural extension of knee raises exercise, as the movement pattern is very similar, but more difficult due to the bigger weight you lift. The same set of rules applies here as well. They can be done on either pull-up bar or dip bars, and ankle weights should be used to adjust its difficulty. It's important for all the exercises to do them slowly and without swinging. You're not fighting for the most reps. Definitely the quality over quantity rule applies here. So to recap this video, if you're fat, lose weight first. You probably don't want to work on muscles that will be hidden in fat tissue anyway. If your body fat percentage is low, then do 4 to 5 sets of the exercise that is so difficult for you that you cannot do more than 12 reps maximum. If you need help with calisthenics, would like to learn skills like human flag, front lever or planche, or you're a beginner and could use a guidance, then check out my Patreon page for details. If you like my videos, please subscribe to the channel. Thanks and see you next time.